Welcome to You Mother Trekkers podcast.
Yeah.
Ever feel like your hobbies are just pointless, just killing time?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, today's pit stop takes a look at two flash fiction stories you guys sent in, and they might just flip that idea completely.
These stories, they really pack a punch, showing how things like games and group projects...
Don't remind me.
Right.
Uh.
How they can have these surprisingly high stakes.
Totally. So first up, we've got Zero G. This one throws us like headfirst into competitive gaming.
Yeah, the story follows Mel, Ben, and the narrator, and they're obsessed with this game, Gravity Rush.
Which sounds kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Lots of inversions, warp jumps. Sounds chaotic. Fun, though.
Exactly, lots of laughter. But then it takes this unexpected twist towards intergalactic diplomacy.
I know, right. How does that happen? You go from messing around with virtual gravity to that. Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. It's fascinating how skills you pick up just for fun, almost subconsciously, could translate, like manipulating gravity in a game.
Yeah.
It sounds niche, but it's really about understanding complex spatial dynamics.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. So the turning point for them is this global tournament, big mystery prize.
Started as a whim, apparently.
But they just kept winning.
Yeah.
And the final round, not in some stadium, nope, a
A
spaceship.
spaceship.
Huh.
That's the moment you know things are getting weird.
Totally. And the recruiters watching them. The story says their eyes held stars, not dollar signs. Chills, kind of.
Yeah, that detail says it all. They weren't looking for the next esports stars to market. They were looking for something bigger, potential.
And that potential? Well, it wasn't really an offer, more like a sudden revelation. Hey, want to join an interstellar coalition?
Just like that.
Just like that. Their gaming skills, the gravity stuff, that was their ticket. They became, get this, kinetic diplomats.
Kinetic diplomats. I love that term.
Me too.
Huh.
Negotiating trade deals by, like, literally moving orbital rings around.
Yep.
Even nudging asteroids. Can you imagine going from a joystick to that?
It's a massive leap. But it suggests those gaming skills. The problem solving, the physics intuition, even just the hand-eye coordination, it all had real tangible value.
Right. So their first mission, total chaos, of course.
Naturally.
Two feuding alien empires, a delicate exchange gone wrong. Classic first day.
Sounds about right.
But it's Ben, one of the gamers, who cracks it. He sees the crisis and thinks, hey, this is just like the bank shot in level 14.
Of course he does. Using the game as an analogy.
Exactly. So they recalibrate an asteroid's path, super tense moment. And then both alien fleets flash this victory signal, the same screen from their game.
Wow. A shared symbol created through a game, bridging this huge interstellar gap. That's powerful.
Isn't it? So these kids basically learned skills on school playgrounds.
Yeah.
And now they're diplomats in a galactic Cold War. Fumbling, maybe, but still.
Yeah. And the recruiter's last line just hits home. Play is a powerful language. Welcome to the real game.
Makes you wonder about all the frivolous stuff we do, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It really challenges how we value our time. That Zero G story suggests, maybe that thing you do just because you love it. Maybe it's building skills you don't even realize.
Skills that could pop up somewhere totally unexpected.
Exactly. Transferable skills hidden in plain sight. We probably underestimate that all the time.
Okay, so let's bring it back down to earth. Sorta.
Okay. Where are we going now?
High school. But with an apocalyptic twist. Our second flash fiction story is called The Zog.
The Zog. Intriguing.
Yeah, and the apocalypse isn't caused by meteors or robots. It's aliens. Aliens who really hate homework.
Homework-hating aliens. I think I know some teenagers who could relate.
Right. So there's this shriek of tearing metal. Everyone thinks, okay, senior year's over. But then a three-eyed Zog bursts through the whiteboard in Mrs. Peterson's class.
Wow. Talk about making an entrance. Straight through the whiteboard.
Yeah. And their demands. Delivered via this translator that apparently smells like burnt rubber and academic despair.
Academic despair? That's oddly specific.
Isn't it? The demand is simple. Submit or be deleted. But then Jake, the class clown, pipes up.
Oh, boy. What does Jake do?
He asks for an extension on the chem test.
No! Seriously, facing deletion.
Seriously. And guess what? The Zog are, like, totally thrown off by the sarcasm. It's their weakness.
Sarcasm. That's brilliant. So human.
So the invasion, it's not really strategic. It's more like chaos, like a classroom double booking gone wrong.
Right.
And the narrator notices the Zog ship smells like overdue library fines in their uniforms, detention hall jumpsuits.
Wait, so their target isn't Earth's military?
Nope. It's the educational system. Their ultimate enemy is homework.
That is incredibly relatable and hilarious. They're cosmic hall monitors, basically.
Pretty much. So, humanity's last stand. It's a group project.
Oh, the irony. A group project saves the world.
Called the human emoticonary. They have to, like, explain feelings to these super logical aliens.
How do you even start?
Will involve frantic brainstorming diagrams, a puppet show about test anxiety,
My puppet show. Okay.
and the grand finale. Katie's interpretive dance. Emo music. About adolescent heartbreak.
Oh my God. I can just picture the sheer awkward beauty of that. Peak high school angst saving the planet.
And it works. The Zog commander is actually moved by the sheer magnitude of illogical despair. Calls it beautiful. Starts crying.
Wow. So emotion, the very thing they couldn't grasp, is what defeats them.
Yep. His minions just dissolve into goo. Earth gets a reprieve, all thanks to educational excellence and teenage angst.
That's fantastic. Logic defeated by illogical despair.
But even after saving the world, the narrator's first thought is, was our Project A worthy?
Oh, priorities, right. Still
Yeah.
worried about the grade.
And the Zog commander, before vanishing, gives them advice. Avoid glitter. It gets everywhere.
Practical advice from an alien overlord? Amazing.
Then Miss Peterson, totally stunned, just gives the whole class full marks.
Well, they did save the world. Seems fair.
So the takeaway, maybe saving the world looks a lot like surviving high school. Messy teamwork, desperation, and interpretive dance.
That return to grades, the glitter advice.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps it grounded somehow, even after all the absurdity.
So looking back at both these stories, Zero G really hammers home that point about hidden value and leisure, right?
Definitely. Skills from gaming turning into, well, intergalactic diplomacy tools. You just never know what potential lies dormant in your hobbies.
Makes you look at that thing you do just for fun a bit differently, maybe.
It should. It encourages us not to dismiss things as just a game or just a hobby. There's learning happening, maybe valuable learning.
And then the Zog. It's absurd, but there's something really true in there about, like, the power of just being human, emotions and all.
Mm-hmm. That creativity, that emotional expression, even the messy stuff like heartbreak or test anxiety, it proved more powerful than the Zog's cold logic.
Yeah, facing homework-hating aliens, our greatest strength wasn't weapons, it was feelings. And maybe a good emo playlist.
It suggests our vulnerabilities, our irrationalities aren't just weaknesses. They're part of what makes us uniquely capable, you know? Able to connect and create in ways logic can't touch.
So both stories, kind of weirdly, tell us significance pops up in unexpected places.
Exactly. Value isn't always obvious.
Maybe that skill you're honing right now, even if it feels trivial, could be. Well, who knows? Your asteroid nudging skill, your planet-saving interpretive dance.
It's definitely worth thinking about. What seemingly unimportant skill do you have tucked away?
Food for thought. Anyway, that's our pit stop for this week. Thanks for riding along with us on You Mother Truckers podcast.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Remember to rate and follow for more wild tales and mysteries from the world of flash fiction.